Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a rumor that's been swirling around for the last couple of weeks that Natalie Portman is reported to return to the Star Wars universe. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. So what we're going to do today is talk about the fact that over the course of the last several weeks, and I think the first time I saw this rumor was a couple months ago, about Natalie Portman reported to return to Star Wars. And I've been hesitant to talk about this just out of the pure fact that it seems kind of bizarre, but I thought at this point, with all of these returning characters to the franchise actually being confirmed and making real news, like Boba Fett and Rex and all of that, that I thought this might be a good time to address this. So to preface this, I've seen this on several outlets, some Disney fan sites such as Inside the Magic, as well as some other comic book news, movies, sites like that, like We Got This Covered, which is not a credible source. Just because I know that people will read this and think that it's true because they'll read the headline and then they'll go on. So what we're going to do is take a look at this, as we always do, is take a look at these articles that claim certain things, then we dissect and discuss them. So what we're going to do is take a look at this one from Inside the Magic, because I really don't want to touch We Got This Covered. It says, Natalie Portman reported to return to Star Wars franchise, written by Sean Spazzo. Star Wars fans everywhere were ecstatic when the news was revealed that Ewan McGregor would be returning to the Star Wars universe in an Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off series on Disney+. Although, according to new rumors online, he may not be the only star from the film series' second trilogy returning to the galaxy far, far away. In the initial announcement of the Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off series, at D23 in 2019, not many details were revealed about the show by Disney. However, the fact that Lucasfilm pursued McGregor in the first place to come back to the franchise was a good sign that the company is willing to return to its roots for the new series. Okay, gotta take a pause here. Return to its roots for the new series, first of all, is false. Company's not returning to its roots for the new series. That would be the original trilogy. George Lucas owned the first two Star Wars trilogies that were made. This indicates that this is not at its roots, and if it was at its roots, what it would be doing is pursuing something in the original trilogy, not a gap between the two. So, Disney hasn't really done a lot in terms of live action in the original trilogy. They've done Rebels, which is before, the original trilogy really gets going, and they've done The Mandalorian, which is after the original trilogy. Then they've done the sequel trilogy, which is way after the original trilogy. They've done Rogue One, which ties in and ends 19 minutes before the original trilogy, and that's the closest they've gotten, right? So, the fact that they're saying that it's going to its roots, not true. Also, another thing wanted to make clear here is Lucasfilm pursued McGregor in the first place to come back. Didn't have to pursue him. He was willing to do this the entire time. He had to lie about it for about 4 or 5 years, which we know. He's gone on interviews. I always quote the Collider interview because that's the first one that I saw that I said, yep, he's doing it. He just can't say it. Because he would always say, I'm not sure I'm at liberty to say if he's had these conversations with Disney. So that's another thing. Moving on. From this casting choice, it has caused some to wonder who else Lucasfilm may be looking to tap for the series. It's true that Portman had a significant role in the original trilogy as Senator Padme Amidala, and the possibility of her returning to the role, even if for just a cameo, is possible. Yes, it is possible. Of course it's possible. They could have Yoda in it if they wanted to. They could have flashbacks of Hayden Christensen in it if they wanted to. They could put Ian McDiarmid in it if they wanted to. They could literally throw anybody in there from the prequel. They could throw Jar Jar in there. Also, that was a rumor. Also, Anakin is a rumor. If you guys want to know the full scoop on that, I suggest going to the channel and looking at the Obi-Wan spin-off series playlist that I have. I'll put that in the description for you guys as well. Because the Obi-Wan show is actually very discreetly over the course of the last 6 to 8 months has been a lot of little details revealed that's kind of giving us a bigger picture. Like Owen Lars is going to be in the show. He's been tapped to return. And we know that this is true because we always say, as I always say, if they say no, then it's a no. If they say anything but a no, it means yes. Right? Because that's how Disney would work. Because if it's a no, I haven't been approached, okay, fine. Disney has nothing to complain about because they never talk to you. If you say anything but no and they have talked to you, if you say yes, then problems. Because Disney likes to keep things under wraps, like Baby Yoda. So if they don't say no, assume yes, right? If they don't flat out deny it, assume yes. Natalie Portman has not been asked about this at all. She has not addressed this. She has commented on the prequels very sparsely throughout her career, essentially distancing herself from Star Wars since the prequels ended. Just last year, back to the article, Marvel Studios reached out to Portman to rekindle her role as Jane Foster in Thor: Love and Thunder, where she will reportedly become a female version of Thor. So the idea of Disney reaching out to Portman again to possibly return to the Obi-Wan Kenobi series isn't too far-fetched of an idea. I have no idea about that, and I really don't care. But we're just gonna assume, like, let's just pretend we hadn't read that. The idea of, well, let's go like this. We'll just take out that first sentence so it reads as follows. So the idea of Disney reaching out to Portman again to possibly return to Obi-Wan Kenobi series isn't too far-fetched of an idea. Well, if we, like, had we taken out that sentence of the Thor possibility, which is the Disney connection, all they're trying to infer with this is that Natalie Portman's talked to Disney. They're not trying to say that it's been about Star Wars or that it's been about Marvel, although they're implicitly implying Marvel, so why not Star Wars? Right? So that's what they're trying to do here. They're trying to spin this as a persuasive for the fact that she could be in the show, right? However, again, nobody's asked Natalie Portman anything about this. It's not making enough news to actually stir the idea that this is possible, which again, it is possible. Literally, like I said, any character can return at any time. Disney has all the money. They can do whatever they want. Continuing on. At this time, Lucasfilm has not revealed many details about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which still remains unnamed. All we know about the series is the fact that it takes place between Episode 3 and Episode 4, during the time of which the Jedi Order was falling apart, as revealed by Ewan McGregor last year. Additionally, Lucasfilm nor Portman have confirmed her return to the series. They haven't confirmed her return to the series because nobody's asked them about it. Nobody's asked them. Nobody's asked Lucasfilm, hey, is Natalie Portman coming back? And if they have, obviously they're not going to release a statement if the answer is no. Like I say, if Disney says no, then it's a no. And if they say yes, then yes. And Disney, what Disney likes to do is lead fan speculation to return things, right? So if fans are consistently hyping something up, such as Boba Fett, right? We never got the Boba Fett movie. And fans were livid about this. And they've constantly been thinking, how is Boba Fett going to fit into some type of live action? And guess what? Disney paid attention. They were developing The Mandalorian throughout that time anyway when the Boba Fett film was canceled. So I assume at that time they had already done the storyline for Season 1 of The Mandalorian, right? So Season 2, why not bring Boba in? Movie got canceled. Let's add some type of story here. Is there a cliffhanger here where this character may or may not be? Are we teasing something here? Okay, yep, let's put him there. That's been confirmed now. Boba is back, right? So, like I say, that is another way of trying to get them to convince you that Natalie Portman is back and that it's just being suppressed, which is not true, as far as we know, right? Last thing. At D23 Expo 2019, the series scripts were said to have been written and production on the show was to have taken place this year. Although in February, it was revealed that the series was placed on temporary hold while the series underwent rewrites by a new writer. Yes, this is true. This is common. Ewan McGregor has talked about it. I have interviews of Ewan McGregor on the channel in the Kenobi playlist talking about this. So, that is all we're going to report in this video because I've been going 10 minutes. We'll see how the interest in this is, whether as I need to do a part 2 to this, but really, all this is speculation at the moment. There's no, it's just a rumor, it's just hearsay, there's no concrete evidence that this is a fact. So, unlike Boba, who we know is returning to the Mandalorian. And unlike the statement made by the gentleman, his name's slipping my mind at the moment, of who played Owen Lars in the prequels, is returning because he's made a statement, right? So, until we get some type of statement from either Lucasfilm or Natalie Portman herself, this is all just hearsay. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Do you want to see it? Do you believe this? Just what are your thoughts in general? Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you and the Force be with you. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe. Do it! And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.